feel free to wave hi really quick if you want. Okay. All right. So, really quick, before we get started, I want to go over my expectations of you. Okay. Remember our quiet coyotes from last time? If you were not here last time, when I raise my quiet coyote, sometimes it can be a jamming coyote. Okay, you can rock out a little bit, but quietly. This means I need you to be quiet because we are talking way too loud, okay? And you cannot hear me, and you'll be missing important information, okay? So you can just do a little jam out session because you may need to move a little bit. It's okay. But when this goes up, it means we are talking too loud, okay? So let's practice that. If we're talking really quick, so like everybody get loud, really quick. Get loud. Okay, perfect. All right, that's all I really expect of you guys, and to be respectful to your peers, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off really quick. I need like a little stick to get that. Okay, so you guys remember our Kahoots from last time, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what they went over?
Yeah.
What did they go over? Kenley. Pronouns, yes. So I did a pre-assessment over pronouns. I wanted to see what you all knew. So now, pronouns essentially take place of the noun in a sentence, okay? We usually refer back to the noun that has been made earlier in the sentence. And when you use a pronoun, you must match the gender of that noun, the number of that noun, and the point of view. When we have points of view, what am I talking about there? Number, oh, did I not grab my number sheet? No, I did not. Hang on. There it is. Let me see. What are my points of view in literacy? Number 1. Yes. First is one of them, okay? Next one. There's 2 more. There's 2 more. Number 6. Tell me another.
Second.
Second person. And number 10. Tell me the last one. Who's number 10? Did I give out number 10?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I did not.
What is the last point of view?
Third.
Third. And we'll go over what those mean in just a second, okay? Very good, very good. So, before I tell you about those, I'll ask you questions about it. I'm pretty sure because of our last assessment. There we go. That we kind of know what those mean, right? Okay? So before we go over that, I'm going to tell you what the different types of nouns are. So let's talk about subjective pronouns. I'm sorry, I said different types of nouns. I meant different types of pronouns. I just want to focus on these ones today. So first one is subjective pronouns. What do we think this means? Number 16.
You're not.
Who's 16? Kenley. What do we think subjective pronouns mean? Just think about it, right? Let's look at the root word here. Get rid of the if. What does that mean? Subject. So, I'll give you a hint. When you read a story, what do people usually ask you after you've read it? What's it about, right? So essentially, subject is going to be the main thing that the sentence is about, right? Subjective pronouns will be the pronoun that the sentence is talking about, okay? This is usually the person who does the action in a sentence, okay? So I'll write this under here. This is the person who does the action. Yeah, they perform the action. All right, so now, I want to look at this sentence. The boy traveled with friends. Did you just guess my sentence? Who said with friends? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay if you're looking at your slides, but follow along with me for now because I'll explain it better than just looking at the slides. You may look at it and be like, what is this, Miss Pierce? Okay, so just follow along with me. It's okay to look at it, but follow on. Traveled with friends. Okay? So what is the subject of this sentence? Who is doing the action in this sentence? Number 24.
They are traveling.
Well, who in this sentence? Just look at the sentence for now. Don't worry so much about pronouns. Just I want you to tell me who is doing the action in this sentence. What is the subject of this sentence?
The boy.
The boy. Very good. The boy. All right. So now, when we use pronouns in subjective pronouns, these are what I want from you. Okay, you'll use pronouns such as me. Oh, wait. Nope. I messed that up. I'm sorry. I have a little note sheet here so I don't lose track. We. You. Oops, I spelled you wrong. Excuse me on that. He. She. It. And they. Right? Typical pronouns that you hear almost every single day. Right? Right. So now, let's try and replace the boy with one of these pronouns. Number 11. What pronoun should we use to replace the boy? Who's number 11? Yes.
He.
He. So, what would the sentence say then?
He traveled with friends.
He traveled with friends. Our new sentence now becomes with our pronoun he. He traveled with friends. Okay? This is now our new sentence. So again, with subjective pronouns, what do I mean by that? What is our pronoun going to be when we call it a subjective pronoun? What does it mean? There, number 8. Number 8. What do I mean when I say we're going to use subjective pronouns? What is our pronoun?
He.
He, yes. But is our pronoun going to be just any pronoun? Are we going to talk about the action we're doing? Or are we talking about the person doing the action? The person doing the action. He is the subject of this sentence. Or she is the subject of this sentence. Or it, or they. It will always be the subject of the sentence performing the action. Everybody say it with me. Subjective, okay, I'm sorry. Let me retry that, okay? Say, subjective means person doing action, or noun doing action. Ready? Go.
Subjective means person.
Noun / person doing the action, or the pronoun doing the action, okay? Good job, good job. All right, so now that we know that, and this is on your Google Slides, so when we do our assignment, we will go ahead and use these, but I'll explain that later. So now, let's look at objective pronouns. Okay? Objective pronouns. So, we're going to kind of do the opposite of subjective pronouns. Instead of replacing the subject in the sentence, what do you think I'm going to have us replace? Number 2. What do you think I'm going to have us replace instead of the subject? Look at objective. What are we going to replace? Look at the root word in there. Who's number 2? Oh, is it you? I'm sorry. Your hand was like this. I'm sorry.
The object.
The object, yeah, the object. So you're going to replace the object of the sentence. Typically, the object is something that the action is being done with or to, right? You're going to place the object of the sentence with the right pronoun. So, we're going to replace the object. And then, we're going to take a look at that. I'm so sorry, y'all. Apparently, I can't use words today. It is Monday. It really is. So, it's okay. We just came back from a winter storm, so our brains are kind of all fuzzy. Don't worry. I'll give us a good stretch here in a minute, too. So, let's look back at our sentence. The boy traveled with friends, right? So, we're looking back at our sentence. We know that the boy is the subject. So, I'm going to go ahead and shut this door really quick. So, if the boy is the subject of the sentence, then what is the object of the sentence? Who or what is the thing that the action is doing with or to. Number 5. Number 5. Who's number 5? Anybody? Did I not give out a number 5? Number 5. Raise your hand. Maybe I didn't.
Wait, Harlan. Harlan's asleep. It might be.
Harlan? No. Hey, well, let's go ahead and keep your head up so I can make sure you're not sleeping, okay? We'll get a good stretch here in a minute, kind of wake you up. So just hang tight for me, and I promise I'll get it for us. Anybody number 5? Nope. Okay, I'm going to call on another person. Number 15. Who is the object, or what is the object of this sentence?
Friends.
Friends! Our friends are the object of the sentence because they're the ones that the action is being done to. He is going with his friends, right? The friends are traveling with the boy, right? So, friends is the object. Friends is object. We'll write that. Okay. So friends is object. Now the nouns I want you to use. When you use objective pronouns, and I'm sorry, I keep saying nouns, I mean pronouns. The pronouns I want you to use when you use objective pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, them, and that's it. Okay, so these are the pronouns I want you to use when you use objective pronouns because these are pronouns that something can be done to / with. So, now, let's try and change this with pronouns. Number 18. How can I change this now by replacing the object of the sentence with a pronoun? Who's number, did I say 18?
Yes.
Number 18. Who's number 18? Raise your hand, number 18. Make sure you look at your numbers. Number 18. Anybody? Did I not get one? Maybe not. Okay, then let's go number 20. 20, okay. How could I replace the boy traveled with friends with an objective pronoun? Remember, we just said our object is friends. So what can I use to replace friends with a pronoun?
The boy traveled with them.
The boy traveled with them. Very good. I'll write that down. The boy traveled with them. Very good, very good. All right, so objective. We replace the object with a pronoun. Everybody say it with me. Objective. We replace, repeat it. We replace, say it. The object with a pronoun. Yes, very good. Okay, moving on to our last one very quickly, and then we'll do our first assignment. All right. We're going to go over possessive pronouns. Now this one might be a little bit easier for you guys, okay? Possessive. What do we think of when we think of the word possessive? Phoebe, you want to go ahead and answer for me? You look like you're ready for it.
Maddie stole my number, so.
Oh, hey, let's not do that. Let's not cause confusion, okay? Are we good on the numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, let's not do that. Do not take anybody's number because it helps with me being organized and calling you guys so you all have a fair shot to answer questions. So I'm going to go ahead and just call a number, actually. When we think of possessive, number 24, what do we think of? 24.
Like mine or his, hers.
Yeah, like ownership, right? You own something. This is mine. Okay? These glasses are hers. I'm sorry for touching your glasses. You're my model today. Yeah, so these are just going to demonstrate some ownership. Exactly. So I'm going to write at the top, shows ownership. You own something, right? So I'm going to give you a sentence. Okay? I'm going to give you a sentence. Wait. They had to pack their bags. So what is my subject of this sentence? Number 3. What is my subject? Number 3. Y'all make sure you're looking at your numbers. I know there's a number 3. Who's number 3? Okay, then let's go to number 5. Number 5.
Yeah, you called that, there wasn't.
Oh, was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do number 9. I haven't called 9, right? Yes. So what is the subject of my sentence?
The people packing their bags.
Yeah, so essentially which word indicates the subject?
They.
They. They is my subject. Now, what word number 19, what word indicates ownership? Number 19. Harlan.
Oh,
What word indicates ownership? What is it?
there.
There. There indicates ownership. All right? This one indicates ownership. So when you use possessive pronouns, you will use words like my, mine, our, it's, her or hers, his, their or theirs, and your or yours. Okay? So repeat after me. Possessive pronouns
Possessive pronouns.
shows
Shows.
ownership.
Ownership.
Good. All right. Let's go ahead and stand up for a second. Take a good stretch. Wake up for a second. Take a stretch.
Nope, not that.
This would be a good chance to wake up and kind of get loose. I know we've had a long weekend, long winter storm.
I'm not tired, but awesome.
I vote for that. That would be great. All right. So now let's go ahead and take your last final stretches. So now go ahead and log into your Google Classroom. Oh wait, if you already have the slides up, then that's great. Go ahead and move on to the next slide. And let's go ahead. Is this connected to?